Next up, we have an episode of Life with Luigi. Now, this program ran for 5 years, from 1948 to 1953, and it starred a guy named J. Carroll Nash, and he was the son of an Irish immigrant, but he was doing a wonderful impression of an Italian immigrant in this show, Luigi Bosco. I think the Italians and the Irish have the drinking in common. I think that's the connection there. So I'm Italian, so I can say that. And somebody's Irish, I'm sure. So the show was set in Chicago's Italian community and followed Luigi as he navigated post-war America. Spaghetti restaurant owner Pasquale, played by Alan Reed, who you'll know as the voice of Fred Flintstone, was always giving Luigi bad advice and trying to marry him off to his fat, dim-witted Italian daughter, Rosa. Every episode opened with a letter from Luigi to his Mamma Mia, and then we'd follow him to his English class with a bunch of other immigrant students. For a number of years, fun fact, Life with Luigi was successful in competing against Bob Hope's #1 Pepsodent show. The show is from a time when we could poke fun at each other and laugh at each other's differences, and that was okay because at the end of the day we were all Americans. So we have a very patriotic theme today. I don't know why. So now we take you back to those great years and to an episode entitled Luigi Has a Toothache, which was originally broadcast May 8th, 1949.
We invite you to enjoy Life, Life with Luigi, a new comedy show created by Cy Howard and starring that celebrated actor, Mr. J. Carroll Nash, with Alan Reed as Pasquale. A year ago, when Luigi Bosco left Italy to start his new life in America, he promised his mother that he would write her and tell her about his adventures. So now let's read Luigi's letter as he writes to Mama Bosco in Italy.
Dear Mamma Mia, a wonderful thing about America is how faithfully they take such good care of their health. And for this, they got thousands of doctors. Only thing in America, every doctor is what they call a specialist. There's a nose doctor, eye doctor, ear doctor, skin doctor, and a stomach doctor. Oh, Mamma Mia, I'm worried. What's happen if I'm get sick all over? My bedroom is gonna look like a doctor's convention. Besides the doctors, is thousands of hospitals here. And they all go to specialists too. They got a polyclinic hospital. That's for a sick poly. A general hospital. That's for a sick generals. And last week, I'm read about a place in Rochester. It's a special for a sick mayors. That's called the Mayo Clinic. Another thing in America, they got a law. Everybody's got to go see a doctor once a year and a dentist twice a year. I guess they wanted you to see the dentist twice a year because they is poorer and they needed the money more. But the reason I'm writing to you about doctors and a dentist is because right now I'm got a big toothache. But don't worry, Mamma Mia, it's not hurting me too much, only when I'm cracking nuts. It's feel like I'm got a little hole in my tooth, so I'm try to stuff it up with a chewing gum. Must be something wrong because everybody is yelling at me to stop chewing. Even this morning, I'm past the record store, and I'm hear somebody holler, "All right, Luigi, drop the gum." Well, it's time now to go to my night school class, and I'm gonna ask my teacher, Mr. Spaulding, and maybe she can tell me what I can do for my toothache. Oh, yeah.
All right, class, please, quiet. Quiet, please. Now, I'll call the roll. Mr. Bosco,
Present.
Mr. Horowitz,
Present.
Mr. Olson,
Present.
Mr. Schwartz.
What else? Oh, thank you, fellow pupils. Oh, would I be a sensation on television?
Mr. Schultz.
Well, I'm even prettier than Milton Berle.
Enough of that, Mr. Schultz. Now, class, our lesson for today is on punctuation.
Oh, goody. Punctuation. Is that nice?
That just means I hope he chokes on a semicolon.
Now, just for that, Mr. Schultz, you're going to answer the first question. Now, I want you to correct the punctuation in this sentence. The will divided the estate among the brothers John, James, and Jack, but Harry, got nothing. Now, Mr. Schultz, what was the mistake?
My coming to class today, period.
Mr. Schultz, will you answer the question? The will divided the estate among the brothers, John, and Jack, but Harry, got nothing. Now, Mr. Schultz, where was the mistake?
Harry should have got something too.
No.
He shouldn't? What's the matter? He a orphan?
He is not.
Then if I was Harry, I would hire a good lawyer and fight the thing.
Mr. Schultz.
I'm only trying to see that justice is done.
Mr. Schultz, sit down. Now, Mr. Bosco, I'll read the sentence and you try to find the error in the punctuation. The will divided the estate among brothers John, James, and Jack, but Harry, got nothing. Now, what was the mistake?
Well, I'm a think Schultz is right. Harry should have hired a lawyer.
Oh, Mr. Horowitz, what do you say?
If you don't mind, I'll wait until the case comes up in court.
Miss Spaulding, I know the answer. The comma should go after yak, and you take it away from Harry.
So you mean now they cut off Harry without even a comma?
Mr. Olson, you're perfectly right.
Yeah, I'm always right. I study hard, just like Abraham Lincoln. Like Abraham Lincoln, I light the fire at night, and like Abraham Lincoln, I lay down by the fire, and by the fire, I study hard.
If he gets any closer to that fire, I give him a push.
One more interruption like that, Mr. Schultz, and I will ask you to leave the room. Oh, Mr. Bosco, why are you making faces?
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Spaulding. I'm no make faces. It's just that I'm a feel a pain and I'm a rubbing my tooth with my tongue.
Oh, Luigi, you got a toothache?
Olson, he ain't got a tongue ache.
I sympathize with you, Luigi.
Oh, Mr. Bosco, you should see a dentist immediately.
No, but Mrs. Spaulding, a dentist, he's a charge of money, and I'm not a got any.
But Mr. Bosco, you shouldn't be any problem at all to you. Chicago has many free clinics, and I am sure they'll take care of your tooth free of charge.
Well, maybe I...
Luigi, they get a real good clinic on West Washington.
But, you think it's gonna hurt?
Stop that kind of talk, Luigi. You go right down to the clinic now.
Well,
Take example from my cousin Hugo. For years I told him to take care of his teeth. He told me he did, but he didn't fool me. Yesterday we had a talk and I know he was wearing an upper plate.
Schultz, how you know he's wearing an upper plate?
It came out in the conversation.
Luigi, my friend. Hello. Luigi, hello.
Hello, Pasquale. Say, Pasquale, you ever been to a clinic
Sit
on a...
down, Luigi. It's gonna be a rush hour at my spaghetti palace. I gotta finish up this menu. Sit down and read the tablecloth.
All right.
Pizza plain, 75 cents. Pizza with the peppers, $1. Pizza with anchovies, $1.25. Pizza with the mushrooms, $1.40. Pizza with everything, 35 cents.
Well, excuse me, Pasquale, how come a pizza with everything is only cost 35 cents?
Because with everything, it's a taste of terrible. The scallopini alla marsala.
Oh!
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh!
Hey, Luigi, what's wrong with the side of your face? You saving marbles? You blowing bubble gum from the inside?
Oh, Pasquale, I got the toothache.
Oh, Luigi, that's too bad. You try oil of garlic?
No, Pasquale. I'm going to go to school and ask the class. Mrs. Spaulding used to say I should go to the dentist, but I'm going to say I'm got no money. Schultz is telling me to go to a free clinic, but I'm afraid, and now I don't know what to do.
Do? Sure, what do you expect? You go to everybody but your friend Pasquale. I'm bringing you from the old country, and what's happened? Nothing. Why, you always running around like a crazy little puppy looking for a bone, when all the time you could have found a bone right here with my head.
It's all right, Pasquale. You're the biggest bonehead I ever see.
It's a funny thing. When I'm saying it, it's a come out different.
Oh!
Oh, you little poor cabbage head. You know, Luigi, your tooth is just like my teeth. When something is a hurt to you, it's a hurt to me. When you got a pain, I got a pain too.
Well, Pasquale, how's our toothache?
Oh, Luigi, you're being sarcastic. I'm a really mean it when I say I got a toothache. Oh! See? I just got stabbed.
Oh, poor Pasquale.
Luigi, you said before you're going to go to a clinic.
Uh-huh.
Now, we wouldn't take our tooth to a clinic, would we?
Well, why not?
It's a lucky. You got me to explain it. You know how after every dentist's name is to say D-D-S?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the name of the gas they give you when they pull out the tooth.
Oh.
But when you go to a clinic, they can't afford expensive a tooth. Stuff with DDT, so you know what happened?
No.
They spray you with a DDT. Luigi, we gotta take our tooth only to the best expensive dentist in Chicago.
But Pasquale, no can afford that. Got no money.
Luigi, it's our toothache. I'm gonna give you money.
You would do this?
My little human nose. You just one favor for me.
Want a favor? What's that?
When you come out of gas, I'ma like the first face you should see is my daughter Rosa.
Pasquale, give me some more gas.
Luigi, don't talk so fast. You marry Rosa, I will do the most wonderful thing for you.
Well, what's that?
I will pull out every tooth in your mouth and put in all gold teeth.
Gold teeth?
So that every time you need money, you take out one tooth and pawn it. You'll be living like a richer man for the rest of your life until you get down to the gums.
Pasquale, you paint such a beautiful picture, and it's hard to resist, but I'm no marry your daughter Rosa.
All right, you fool. Go to the clinic and see what's happened. You get some young fella in practice on you for, and just pull out the wrong tooth. It's the wisdom tooth. You come back to me, you know what you say? Boo! Hello, Pasquale.
No, Pasquale, you know a scared of me with that kind of a talk. Clinic is just a finer place. Goodbye. If anybody is calling me, I'm going to be in the west of Washington clinic.
All right. Oh, I couldn't kick myself. And I was gonna give him the best years of my life. I fix him good. Hello, operator? Give me the West Washington Clinic. It's an emergency. Bravo, Figaro, Bravo, Figaro, Bravo, Figaro, Bravo, Figaro, Bravo, Figaro. What? No, I'm a no scream with pain. I'm just a singing. Hello, Washington Clinic. Listen, George, I got a very important information for you. A fella is coming in to get a tooth pulled free. He's a look-alike bum, but he's really a millionaire. That's right. Underneath his old clothes, he is wearing a tuxedo with full dress underwear. Sure, he is always a go-to clinics to save money. He's been a go-to clinics for the last 20 years. Saves so much money, that's what makes him a millionaire. You gonna watch out for him? Fine. His name? Luigi Bosco. That's right, I said Luigi Bosco. I should spell it? No, I'm no gonna spell it. What do you think, I'm a squealer?
Life with Luigi continues in just a moment, but first, the Riverside Township radio players would like to take a moment and thank you all for joining us for our 22nd year bringing you old-time radio recreations. A most unusual year. It is our sincere hope that we brought you, our audience, an enjoyable, entertaining distraction for a couple of hours or so each month. Trust me when I say performing these shows over the past year was a welcome distraction for all of us on this stage. While we leave you for a short summer hiatus, we hope you'll keep in touch by visiting our website, www.riversidetownshipradioplayers.com. That's a long one, but it's easy to remember. There you'll find links to our Facebook page, our Twitter, and to our YouTube channel, which features hundreds of past shows. Who needs Netflix and HBO Max when you could binge watch us? And now for the second act of Luigi Bosco's adventures in Chicago, we turn to page 2 of his letter to his mother in Italy.
And so, Mamma Mia, I went to the clinic, and what a problem I had. As soon as I'ma tell the man I'm a Luigi Bosco, he's a push me against the wall and look at my underwears. I said, what are you looking for, gold? And he's a say, that's all right. Then the manager take my address and the name of my bank, and he says he was gonna investigate me. Oh, Mamma Mia, now my tooth is still hurt. They're gonna investigate me, and I'm really gonna be in trouble. What am I gonna do?
Luigi, my fellow pupil. You look terrible. Didn't you go to the clinic?
I'ma go to the clinic, but they throw me out. Clinic fella says he's gonna investigate me. What are they gonna do to me?
Nah, you come from Italy. The worst they can do is send you back to Stromboli. Smile, Luigi. I'm trying to cheer you up. If the clinic won't take you, you're coming with me to my dentist.
Schultz, this dentist, he's not gonna hurt me.
Please stop worrying. The dentist will help you. After all, he's a human being too. What does he do? He straps you in the chair. He sticks you in the mouth with a needle. He takes a drill and goes bzzz. Wait a minute. That's a bumblebee.
Schultz, it's a funny thing, but I'm starting to feel worse.
Don't worry, Luigi. I got a good system for you. When the dentist starts to work on you, the minute you feel pain, you kick him in the leg.
That's gonna stop my pain?
No, but it feels so much better when you hear the dentist screaming too. No, I'm only fooling, Luigi. My brother Wolfgang went to the dentist for 2 weeks and he never felt a stitch of pain.
Well, how's that?
Well, the dentist was out of town. But I a stupid head. I just remembered he's still out of town.
Oh, good. But I'm waiting till he's coming back.
You're going right now, Luigi. Now here's $5. I give you the address of my dentist's building, and you over there, and you go find plenty more.
Schultz, you a real lifesaver.
Oh, stop. You'll make me feel like I got a hole in the head.
Oh, Schultz, I don't know when I'm gonna return you the $5.
Oh, don't worry. Next week, I lend you another $5. You can pay me back. This could go on like this for years, you know. I got to go now, Luigi. And remember, you go straight to that dentist building.
All right, Schultz.
And remember the old saying, be true to your teeth or they'll be false to you. Well, goodbye, Luigi, and smile, smile. Oh, my rheumatism is killing me.
Well, I'm gonna go up to this medical building. Mamma mia, I'm gonna know like this. With me, going to the dentist is like pulling teeth. Directory. Oh, mamma mia, it's hundreds of names. Dr. Feldman, DDS. Dr. Franklin, DDS. It's looking like everybody in this building's a dentist. Now, which one am I gonna go to? Psychiatrista. That's another for me. Must be for a fellow who fixes sick eyes. Oh, he's the one I'm like. Cheer-up-a-dist. He's not only a dentist, he's a fellow who's a cheer-up of the people. Well, I'm gonna go right to him. He's at the doctor's office. Dr. Carlson, cheer-up-a-dist. That's a funny kind of a dentist with a picture of a foot on the door. Well, I'm gonna go in.
How do you do? Well, come right in.
Well, thank you, doctor.
Oh, and now sit down and tell me, what's your trouble?
Oh, doctor, I'm got a terrible pain.
Well, we'll fix that up. Take off your shoes.
What? What's that?
I said take off your shoes.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you look into my mouth?
Well, I don't think I'll be able to see that far down.
You don't want to look at my tooth?
Nah, that won't be necessary. True, sometimes pain can be the result of faulty teeth, but in particular case, I think it's tight shoes.
Tight shoes? You mean if I'm a wear of tight shoes, it's a squeeze of my teeth?
Well, yeah. Now tell me, young man, when did you first notice any pain?
Well, I think it's about 3 weeks ago when I'm first to crack some walnuts.
You crack walnuts with your feet?
No, with my teeth.
Very strange. Go on.
Well, the next time I'm feel a pain is when I eat a gumdrop.
Pain after a gumdrop? That doesn't seem possible.
And the more gumdrops I eat, the worse the pain gets.
Egats! 30 years in the medical profession, I've never heard of a case like this. Oh, this will make me famous. Walnuts and gumdrops. I can just see it in the medical journal. Dr. Carlson, Fruits and Nuts Disease.
All right, doctor. I'm got my shoes and my socks off.
Yes. Ooh, your feet look quite sturdy, but have you been using ultraviolet on them?
Ultraviolet?
Yes, it's the coloration. Your feet look a trifle purplish.
Oh, well, you see, I'm only make a little pun. I'm coming from Italy, and over there I was a grape crusher. That color you see is a muscatel.
Oh, tell me, has anyone else in your family been bothered by bad feet?
Well, now, let me see now. There was the one that had a flat feet. It was Uncle Pietro's goat.
Well, now that doesn't interest me. Now, I would say offhand that you may be suffering from a weakened metatarsal arch, which has caused a strain on the gastrocnemius muscle, resulting in a rumble cycle traricycle sacroiliac.
Uh-huh. All of that's in one little tooth?
You don't have a toothache.
Ow. Oh, doctor, how am I going to get rid of this pain?
Well, there are several things you might try. I suggest soaking the injured part in a big tub of water for a few hours.
How am I going to hold my head under the water so long?
Well, not your head, your foot.
But doctor, my foot is not hurt.
Well, it must. Otherwise, why would you be seeing me?
I'm beginning to wonder the same thing.
All right. I'll get to the cause of your trouble. Now get up on this table and start jumping up and down.
Jumping up and down?
Yes, let's go. Double time.
Double the time? Mamma mia, what a kind of doctor is this? He's a no pull out of my tooth. He's a try to shake it out.
Luigi, my friend. Oh, Luigi, what's the matter? You've perspired and wet. You look like a glass of beer that's running over on the outside. Where you been?
Oh, Pasquale, I'm just come from the craziest dentist. I'm telling my tooth hurts, and so what's happened? He's to take off of my shoes and the socks. He's making me jump up and down until he's crack all of my bones.
What?
Then he's tell me I'm got a lot of big names, and because Uncle Pietro's goat has got flat feet, I'm gotta soak my whole head in the tub of water.
Luigi, that's a sound of crazy. What's this dentist charge you for all of this?
$5, and that's not accounting the 50 cents for a Blue Jay corn plaster.
You got a corn plaster on your tooth?
No, on my foot.
Your foot? What kind of a dentist you went to?
I went down to this medical building, the one Schultz is sending me to, and I'm pick out of this dentist, only he's call himself a chiropodist.
Oh, you big, stupid greenhorn fool. Don't you know? A chiropodist is a fella who's delivered babies.
Mamma mia. Today I was almost a mother, huh?
I thought you wasn't gonna go to the clinic.
Well, I went, but they threw me out, and they said they're gonna investigate me.
Oh, so that's what the telephone call was.
What the telephone call?
From the clinic. They say they investigating you, and because you're not here to answer, they coming to get you.
Oh, Pasquale, you know I'ma do nothing wrong. Always I'ma try to be a good American.
Don't tell me. Convince the jury. You're in serious trouble, Luigi. If you was to lie in the clinic about your appendix, you only get to one appendix. You get only 1 year in jail. You lie about your foot, it's 2 years in jail. But if you lied about your teeth, that's 46 years.
But Pasquale, I'm only got 32 teeth.
Stop trying to get time off for good behavior.
Oh, but Pasquale, you know I didn't lie.
Don't fight the city hospital. Luigi, Remember before how I'm gonna tell you it's our toothache?
Uh-huh.
I'm still gonna take care of you.
How, Pasquale? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna know how to handle things like this. Now, when the clinic commands come, you just keep your little trapper shut. I'm gonna make him believe I'm Luigi Bosco.
Oh.
I'm gonna talk him out of it, and if he's in need of a little money, I'm gonna take care of that too.
Pasquale, you would do this for me?
What's the difference? It's our toothache. Now, Luigi, I'm gonna do something for you. You're gonna do something for me.
Oh, anything, Pasquale. What do you want I should do?
Well, you hear about the Marshall Plan where Americans give things to Europe?
Uh-huh.
I got a Pasquale plan.
Well, what's that?
I'm gonna give Rosa to you. What do you say?
What can I say? I'm got no United Nations to appeal to.
Good. Then I call the blushing bride. Rosa. Rosa. Rosa!
You called me Papa!
Yes. Come in here, my little cupcaker. Say hello to Luigi.
Hello, Luigi. Hello, Rosa.
Rosa, your bridegroom has a little toothache. He needs something to make him feel better.
Oh, Luigi, you want a gumdrop?
Oh, shut up, you face.
Pardon me, I'm from the Washington Clinic. Is Mr. Bosco here?
Go out with Rosa. I'll take care. I'm Luigi Bosco, mister. You come with me in the other room where we talk.
No, we can talk right here, Mr. Bosco. I hope you understand what we told you on the phone about investigating you. We're very sorry for the way we treated you at the clinic.
What?
Now you go. Go.
We feel badly, Mr. Bosco. That's why we brought our best head doctor to have your tooth taken out right here.
Wait a minute.
Dr. Wool.
I'm not a Luigi
It
Bosco.
won't hurt a bit, Mr. Bosco. Now open wide for the doctor.
Hey!
There.
Take your hands off of me. Luigi, tell the doctor I'm not the Luigi Bosco.
Oh, you're not a Luigi Bosco? Well, I'm a wonder who is. Goodbye.
All right, open wide.
Wait, Luigi! You wouldn't have let this fella take care of my tooth? Would you, my friend?
Well, what's the difference, Pasquale? It's our toothache. And so, Mamma Mia, what looks like it was going to be a bad day for me was a turn out a good after all. I'm no have the heart to let Pasquale suffer, so I'm go right back to the store and explain everything to the doctor. Besides, was nothing to pull out of Pasquale's mouth. Was all pulled out 12 years ago. Best part of all of this, I'm no got a toothache no more. Dentist is a pull out of my tooth, and it's not hurt too much. Mamma Mia, you should have seen the big hole I got where the tooth used to be. It's a wonderful place to keep a gumdrop. Your loving son, Luigi Bosco, the little immigrant.
reproduction of Life with Luigi was taken from a program originally broadcast over CBS on May 8, 1949. Luigi, our Luigi, that is, where is he? There he is, Jacob Palka. Luigi. And of course, Luigi's mentor, straight over from Italy years ago, Pasquale, was Andre Dixon. Those boys in the classroom, Schultz, originally played by Hans Conried, was Hachtoliebe J. Summerfield. And those other students included, well, let's see, we had Mr. Olson, it's me, Mr. Olson was Tom Duggan. And the legal beagle, Mr. Horowitz, was Brad Zuno. The gynecologist, the chiropodist, was played by John Byron. I was going to ask you to guess who played Rosa, but now you all know. Thank you, John. That was terrific. Oh, I know the woman who had to suffer with all those students all those days, the long-suffering teacher, Miss Spaulding, Allison Behan. The man from the clinic was Marty McNulty, our favorite Foley man and music man. I'm your announcer, Herb Thompson, and I want to now turn it back to our director for this show, Jacob Palka. And, Luigi.
He'll take pictures after the show for a $5 donation. And for $50, he will polish your car with Car New in that dress. We'll have a line forming out there. So what did you think? Was it a good night? Good. So I want to thank you all again for your constant support, our fans who come all the time, and we see you here, and it's so nice to see your faces, and we can't wait to see all of your faces. No mask. Next season for our 23rd year will start up again in September. So visit September 24th. We already know. I guess they print calendars for the full year. Who knows? So we hope to see you then. Visit our website to keep up to date with us, our Facebook, there's a Twitter. I want to say real quick thank you to the township, the Riverside Township, for letting us do this. All these crazy people getting up here every month and doing a bunch of voices for you. They've been so supportive during this weird time, and they've allowed old time radio to be heard no matter what the circumstance. So we want to thank them for their constant support. And then I also want to thank John Gelsomino and Lorenzo Cordova, who are audio and our visual. They film, they do the sound. And I just want to say one more time thanks to this guy, because the whole closet thing was a gag in and of itself. So give him a whole nother round of applause. And maybe you'll be having a garage sale with all of this stuff afterwards. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. Hey, anybody can have her if you want her. Take her. So we'll see you next year. Enjoy your summer. Be safe, be happy, and have a good night. Thanks.